Now, what is behind this renewed appetite we are seeing from investors? Of course, the debate out there is it anticipation of Q2 results, which are yet to come out? We're hearing oil prices are going up about $100 per barrel yesterday, $99 today per barrel. Could this be helping confidence in terms of foreign investors, our offshore investors showing more confidence in our markets? Or is it just investors looking for cheap buys? What is your take on what is behind investors' appetite?
Without doubt, there is a positive outlook concerning the market. The Q2 result that is in anticipation is majorly one of the reasons. Then also for the foreign offshore investors' renewed interest in the market. We saw quite a good volume today in Zenith Bank. We saw the same in GT Bank and also First Bank. There was about 26 million shares traded in UBA. And when you look at all of this, it shows that, yes, indeed, there is still a positive interest from the offshore clients. And something significant happened today. All the major indices had a positive change. And also, the market moved from the level of below 7 trillion naira market capitalization to about 7 trillion, 1 billion naira change in the market capitalization. So today is a very significant day, and the market, just as we said earlier on concerning the market index, it improved by about 1.12%, closing at a figure of 21,930. So all in all, there is a renewed interest in the market with the positive outlook that people are having, and also more for the interim dividend that may be in anticipation after they have released their Q2 results.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about the interim dividends that we're expecting in terms of Q2 results. We're looking to see some companies definitely announcing their interim dividends. Which are some of the stocks that we should be looking out for in terms of interim dividends?
Yeah, some of them, some are in the banking sector, some in food and beverages, and also some in oil and gas. Maybe taking them one after the other. In the banking sector, we have GT Bank, Access Bank, UBA doing interim dividend. It is still unlikely whether First Bank or Zenith Bank may want to do the same. Then also in the food and beverages sector, we have Nestle Foods doing giving an interim dividend. More so for the for the brewery sector. Nigerian Breweries is going to come up with an interim dividend. And it is, when you look at all these stocks that I've mentioned, virtually all of them gained some points today in anticipation of that. So it is giving it a broader outlook. It is pertinent to note that the anticipated interim dividend is going to spell much more fortune for the price of those stocks in recent time.
Well, talking about the banking sector, Rotimi, well, let's look at First Bank, for example. We saw that stock lose about 20 kobo, but it traded probably the second highest value. Can you give us a bit of a better picture? What's behind investors' interest in this stock? And of course, why did we see it lose about 20 kobo?
For First Bank is one of the major stakeholders in the banking sector. Today, it traded a high volume, and the loss in price came just some few minutes to the close of the market. The reason for this is not far from the fact that at about a week ago, the stock was trading at about 10.70 kobo, and quite a good number of investors bought at that time. And today, we saw the price getting as high as about 11.30. Thereby, some investors who only do short term did a good one by actually taking some profit, and they decided to buy out of the market. But it's also coincided with the time that some offshore investors were buying into some stocks in the market, and First Bank, Zenith Bank, UBA, and GT Bank form the bulk of those stocks.
What about Nigerian breweries, Rotimi? We know that that stock was a major driver today. In fact, it traded value of about 405 million naira, and also high volumes when it comes to that stock. Is this expectations for results when we look at that stock, or what could be behind investors sort of rallying for that stock?
Today, for Nigerian breweries all round, in terms of value, in terms of price change, it did quite well. And the reason for this cannot be far from the fact that in a short while, maybe about 2 weeks or 4 weeks, they'll be coming out with their Q2 results. And that definitely will imply that as at that point in time, they will be paying an interim dividend. So the reason, if you look at the trend in the last 2-3 months, we've been seeing the price hovering between 98 and above 100. And this is a good indication. And investors believe that if they buy at the price that it is now, it is going to, since the price cannot go lower than what we have, then definitely it's better for them to move in right now and at the same time enjoy the dividend, that is the interim dividend that is going to be given to them.
Well, thank you so much, Rotimi. That was Rotimi Fakayejo, MD at Enterprise Capital Partners, giving us some good news from the Nigerian Stock Exchange. After the break, we will be talking to Eze Okone, a fixed income trader with UBA, about our fixed income markets and, of course, our currency. Do stay with us.